Why does every woman want the bad boy? Why does every man want to be the bad boy? So I picked up this book on my way to the beach at a book box. It's called Bad Boy by Olivia Goldsmith. She's the one who wrote First Wives Club. And, you know, it's a light, beachy kind of read. But the plot of it is basically this. You got a woman who's got a kind of a bad boy boyfriend, and then her best friend, who's a really sweet, nice guy. And of course, the best friend is madly in love with her, and she only has eyes for the bad boy. So he comes to her with a proposal. Teach me, teach me, teach me, teacher. Teach me how to be a bad boy. He doesn't know how to be a bad boy. He's so sweet and nice and good and kind. And yet he wants to be one of these guys who rides a motorcycle and wears a black leather jacket and shows up late and is inconsiderate, and women are falling all over him. Do you remember in Happy Days you had Richie Cunningham, the clean-cut, good, nice boyfriend material guy, and then you had the Fonz, right? Bad boy. And every woman knows this. Every woman goes for the bad boy. Every man wants to be the bad boy. Why is that branding so alluring? Is it because it promises us something that we can't really have? Is it because of the scarcity? And why in marketing do we bend ourselves inside out to try to be the bad boy or be something we're not? Actually, we go in one of two ways. Either we're trying to be too good and too affordable and too kind and too nice and too over delivery, which is kind of the equivalent of the good guy, right? Or we say, you know what, we're going to be unavailable, we are going to be exclusive, scarce, make them beg for us, make them line up for us. Dan Kennedy tells some really good stories about creating manufacturing scarcity. But is that fake? And is that what you have to do in order to get, in this case, the girlfriend, in our case, the client, the prospect, to want to come to you? So it's a really interesting question. I think you have to find that balance. You have to have a little bit of the allure of the bad boy, right? And for longevity, you've got to, you know, be a decent person. But you know what? It's not the decent person that usually attracts them in the first place. In the first place, it's usually a little bit of that bad boy stuff. So I'm asking you, have you ever tried to be the bad boy in your business? Have you ever been attracted to the bad boy in real life? Have you ever wanted to be the bad boy? And do you think that this rings true not only in real life, in romantic relationships, but also in marketing and in business? Have you been attracted to the thing where there's a lineup around the corner? It could be a crappy restaurant, but if there's a lineup around the corner, we want to be there, right? If the waiter's not a little tiny bit snooty, if the maitre d' doesn't make you, wait for half an hour before he sees you to his table, if you don't have to wait 9 months for a reservation, is it really worth going? That's the bad boy equivalent of a restaurant. So is it worth trying to manufacture that, right? To be a fake bad boy like this guy's trying to do in the book. Now, I haven't finished the book yet. Got to get back to the beach to finish it because it's not really a read away from the beach kind of book. I don't know how it turns out. I imagine it's going to turn out that the friend is going to see that he's so great after all and dump her bad boy boyfriend. But in real life, you know what? People go through a lot of bad boys before they make that realization. And the same thing is true in business. So I'm asking you, have you ever tried to be something you're not in business? For example, the bad boy. Has it worked? Has it helped you in your business? Because you know what? I imagine that it probably would, at least initially. And that's counterintuitive. That's counter to, again, we want to over deliver. We want to be really good at what we do. We want to show that we have the best customer service. Let me tell you, if you're walking around saying we have the best customer service, we are the most affordable, you might as well just hang it up right there, buddy, because you are done in business. That does not work. So how can you add a little bit of bad boy spice to your business, just enough to make it enticing, and then just be good boy enough to keep them around? This is Soofeet, leader of the Follow That Dream community. I would love to see your comments. What do you think about this whole good boy, bad boy thing? And have you ever tried it? Have you ever been attracted to a business that's done it? And I will see you in the comments. Soofeet out.